Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our webinar. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I apologize. It took a little bit longer to get started. It seemed like there was a disconnect in one of our platforms, but I actually hear that we are live. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you are watching us today, please tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to be able to stay connected with you, but also share with you additional resources and then engage with you in some great programming. So thank you so much for tuning in and being with us. We have an exciting segment and discussions with you. So welcome. This is our weekly careers webinar. Today, especially excited to highlight growing collaboration connected members all the way in Michigan. So if you are here in the area, or you're looking for your happily ever after, you're looking for the next place for you to connect, this could be a really great opportunity for you to learn about a community that really embraces your military connection. So Blue Star Careers, we're so proud to be connecting and partnering up with Hire in Michigan. And then we have here a great trailblazer of our community, CJ Eason, who is president of Workforce Development and Training. This partnership is rooted in a shared common goal, of course, to connect veterans, transitioning service members, military spouses, caregivers, and military connected families with trusted workforce resources, employer engagements, and meaningful career pathways. So without further ado, Ms. CJ, are we ready to get started?
We are excited and ready to hire people too.
Absolutely. So because of our nice big opening, let's begin. And so everyone out there who's watching, please, again, type it in the comments. How are you making your transition into the workplace more meaningful? And let's get started. Thank you. So here we are. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, those of you who are out there in our community supporting. We are so excited to begin this discussion because we're traveling. We're traveling to new communities, new places, new locations to identify the best way to make your transition, your connection to the workplace. And oh my God, just find those hidden gems that maybe you don't think about because you are so, I don't know, overly looked by great other forces. So anyway, I'm so excited to welcome and honor CJ Easton, who's president of Workforce Development and Training at Hired in Michigan. CJ is a passionate workforce leader and advocate for innovative career access, training, and employer engagement. And it's just been a great, enjoyable connections via email. This is the first time that we get to connect with each other on Zoom, actual video, because everything has been via email back and forth. So welcome. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And it is great to meet you as well in person or face to face. Thank you for having us a part of the Blue Star Careers. Hired in Michigan, and I'm CJ Eason, the president of Workforce Development. Hired in Michigan is right here in the great state of Michigan, in the heart of Metro Detroit. And we service the entire state by helping employers to connect with job seekers. So we're really the only nonprofit organization in workforce development in Michigan that works for the employer's behalf. So normally, most nonprofits that work with job seekers, they're working on the side of, individual coming in saying, I'm looking for work. But in our case, the employers come to us and say, I need to fill 10 mechanic positions. Can you find me 10 mechanics? And then we go out there and we start looking for those candidates for them. So we are super excited to be a part of Blue Star Families because we know that we're going to be able to find some great quality candidates for those employers.
Absolutely. And we're very excited to be helping and supporting, of course, getting the word out, but also, identifying what are some of those pathways that work for you guys over in Michigan. Because I'm sure you know what works in perhaps San Diego or Eastern Oregon, where I'm at, doesn't not necessarily means that it's going to work the same with Michigan. So you guys are the experts. You guys are the leaders. You know exactly where, the how, and the why, all that great stuff. So we're very excited to know more and to have you educate us all about what are some of those great solutions and initiatives that are going on. But let me first find out more about CJ. Why Workforce Solutions? What led you to this incredible journey for you to work with people who need jobs, with employers who need job seekers? Why is this industry such a good fit for you?
Oh, wow. Well, my journey into workforce development started years ago when I was in college. I was actually worked for a staffing agency, and they sent me out. This is a story that no one probably even knows about me, but they sent me out to be a secretary at a manufacturing facility. And being a secretary in the president's office, I began to start learning a little bit more about the staffing industry. And once I learned more about the staffing industry, I discovered that on site at the stamping plant, the manufacturing stamping plant, was a need to work for the staffing agency to fill those positions. So, in college, here I am inside of a manufacturing stamping plant. At that time in the early 90s, I just gave my age away, but in the early 90s, manufacturers used to do this cattle call. I need 50 people to show up today by 6 a.m. And those 50 people would show up. And so as the years begin to keep moving along, I started learning more and more about the staffing industry. And then I was doing a seminar for a nonprofit organization here, and I was talking to job seekers about how to write a better resume. And one of the editors for the Detroit Free Press came to me and said, we would like for you to become a writer to write about career development for the Detroit Free Press. And so I became the first African American female career advice columnist for the Detroit Free Press, and I kept writing for many other newspapers over the years. And I'm still, even right now, I am the Forbes Human Resources Council leader. I was last year honored as the Forbes Choice. I wrote a piece about U.S. workforce development solutions, and so that's how my journey began. Most people don't know that I was just I was working at a staffing agency, and the passion was there to help people to find jobs. But I also had discovered also the hurdles that people have to find employment. And many of those barriers are often not knowing what company is truly hiring, but also the barriers of, how do I prepare myself for a new career opportunity? What do I need? What kind of skills do I need? So as the years have continued to develop, workforce development has also developed inside of me, and training and preparation of individuals has been a key factor in my career.
Wow. What an incredible journey. Thank you so much. We're so blessed to have said, yes, let's connect, because you're a wealth of knowledge. And I think maybe your early days in staffing, I think staffing really opens up your entire eyes as a recruiter, as a workforce solutions leader, as a workforce solutions enthusiast, as I like to call myself, because it really gives you behind the scenes what are some of those, perhaps best practices, the challenges, and all those things that job seekers and employers perhaps need to overcome in order for them to move forward with much better credibility, as well as just more a better focus. But talking about focus, you guys are this particular time, this 2026, more than others, perhaps, or maybe more before you already had done it, but you decided you wanted to focus a lot more in bringing solutions for military connected job seekers. I mean, I know that over in our community, we get a lot of people that are moving, trying to find their happily ever after, trying to relocate to places that perhaps where the jobs are located, and there will be some good sustainable opportunities. But yeah, let us know, why did you hire in Michigan decided to focus a little bit more on job seekers that are military connected?
Yes, as a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization, we're working for the employer side, and the employers were coming to us saying, I need reliable, I need trained, I need disciplined individuals, I need individuals that are career driven, but I also need people that understand about leadership and accountability and being a part of a team. And as employers are beginning to deal with so many cost factors when recruiting individuals and then hiring those individuals, a lot of those cost factors to teach you team building skills, technical skills, making sure that you understand safety awareness, things of that sort. Those things are costing a lot. And so they're saying, where can I find a group of individuals that kind of understand some of these factors already, and they're ready to start working? And so that's why Hired in Michigan, we transitioned over to focusing on the military industry, or the military family and workforce, is because the employers really needed to hire individuals that are ready to work for their positions. And we started recruiting individuals even before we even connected with Blue Star Families. We started recruiting individuals from the military community for those employers and saw great success. So that is why our focus really has changed, and we are 100% a nonprofit organization that's focused on the military community. And that's just not the reservists, and that's just not the transitioning, but we also found that many people are moving with their parents too. So when they transition to a new city or state, they're bringing mom and dad who might be interested in employment as well. And then they're also bringing their children who may be entering the career field that they're interested in or learning about careers, and they're going to want an internship, or they're graduating from college and they're going to be ready for a new career. So it's everything that you're looking for when you're looking to recruit for both entry level and also experienced candidates in the military families.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you bring that up, and you make it a very inclusive space to support
Yes.
job seekers, because you're so right. And when it comes to a military family or a military connected community, it's not just the service member, it's not just the spouse, it's also our grown children, our teenagers, or adults. They're eventually you're so, they stay connected, especially nowadays with everything being a little more challenging out in the space. We do travel all as a pack, and so I'm very glad that you recognize that, and that you are offering opportunities for everyone. And again, that's exactly why in our community we made it a military connected job seekers or military connected talent, because we know that a spouse worries about their young adult. They worry about their service member transitioning to a good community that is going to allow their family to thrive better. But I'm super glad. Now let's talk about employers, because it's important for sometimes for job seekers to understand a little bit more how the employer mindset sometimes works before they can start identifying those key players that can support them in their training or the opportunities. But what are Michigan employers telling you they need most right now?
Oh goodness. Today, right now, I
Right
have a
now,
need right now today, and
right now.
this is a call to action, because I can literally tell you that you can get an interview tomorrow. I have a need for yes. Yes, this is a big deal.
Okay, that's unheard of, but go ahead, tell me.
No,
Excite me, because
no.
I'll pack my bags and I'll head over to Michigan.
Yes, I have a need for 25 auto mechanics right now. You do not have to have a certification or an auto mechanics license for Troy, Michigan, and Auburn Hills, Michigan. I also have a need for about 13 auto painters with experience in sanding vehicles. I have a need for auto polishers, auto maskers, also porters. And then I have a new need for a new position that has just been developed. I need 75 telephone auto mechanics that will get on the phone and they will talk to the dealership mechanics on how to fix a certain type of vehicle. So, this is really unheard of. A lot of dealerships may not have that knowledge of how a lot of these new vehicles work. And so you are a telephone auto mechanic. So this is a separate job from the physical auto mechanics that I just mentioned. But I have another need for telephone auto mechanics to get on the line. You can work remotely or in office here in Michigan. Their office is located in Troy as well, and you will talk to the auto dealership mechanics and walk them through how to fix the vehicles that they have at their dealerships. That's an amazing opportunity, because if you're a retired mechanic and I don't want to work on cars anymore, but I can walk you through how to fix this car. There's a new job opened for telephone auto mechanics. But then I also need physical mechanics and physical painters, polishers, and also preppers and maskers as well. But I'm just not limited to skilled trades positions. Oh no. The Michigan employers are hiring from everything from insurance, life insurance sales agents with Lincoln Heritage to positions that are available with Macy's. Macy's has a big need for fragrance and cosmetic sales representatives, brand ambassadors. Macy's has so many positions available right here in Michigan, and it's just amazing what's happening at Macy's right now with their development of new staff. I also have Dorsey College, which is right here in 6 locations right here in Michigan, and they're hiring for admissions representatives because people need to enroll in college right now, and Dorsey College has several programs that are available. So truly, to be honest with you, I have 496 positions right now on our website that are available today, and I'm going to tell you right now, the employers that we work with are ready to interview tomorrow. There's no wait around and see with these employers.
That's that is what you had me at hello, and then I went to wow. Because if you can guarantee, that is the biggest hurdle right there, the interviews and securing their interview. But if we can use your connection, you can be that link to that connection to really elevate our talents, to make that introduction a lot more smoother, and then be able to really secure, like you mentioned, one of those 400 plus jobs. But not only that, I imagine you have new jobs, new talents in and out almost weekly, all the time. So it's a matter of knowing the where, the how, and the why. So folks, if you are watching in our Facebook, your LinkedIn, and of course if you are in our digital platform, take notes, save it, or come back to the neighborhood, and don't just forget about it. If you're looking for your transition in your next career, your next community, know that Michigan has over 400 plus job opportunities, interviews on the spot potentially, and CJ can get you that. So she said it right here. Now, Ms. CJ, in your experience working with this community with the military connected talent, why are veterans and military spouses such a strong fit for the Michigan employers that you get to work with on a regular basis?
Yes, I also wanted to just go back to the interviews. So that is our biggest hurdle that we have right now,
Yes.
is that many job seekers are tired of applying for positions online and not getting a job interview. So what Hired in Michigan has implemented, and it is a requirement at all of our job fair events, you must interview with candidates on the spot at the job fair event. Does not matter how many individuals, all of the employers are prepared to interview with candidates. But the 496 positions that are on our website right now, those employers are also dedicated to interviewing candidates immediately. So that is our biggest hurdle. Most people don't want to
Yes.
apply for jobs anymore because they think that no one is going to reach out to them. All of our employers on our website are begging for you to apply on our website right now for the positions that they have available. But back to your original question. So why the dedication? It is because of the individuals that we know that are going to be resilient. They're organized. They're adaptable. They're experienced. Some of them are experienced and also entry level, but they are ready to get started. And so that is the biggest concern with all of our employers: is, are you ready to get started? I asked the question last week on our podcast: are you being ghosted, and how does that make you feel as an employer? Well, most of employers said it's worse than getting stood up on a first date, because you're excited by the person's resume and you're excited to hire them and meet them, but then the person never shows up either for the first day of work after accepting the job or for the job interview. So our mission and our reason for switching over to focusing on the military families is because we want people that are ready to come into the great state of Michigan and start working now.
Absolutely. And so I'm glad that all those of you who are watching and making notes, and hopefully maybe you can consider different solutions. We'll definitely follow up with CJ on LinkedIn, and then of course go to Higher in Michigan, and we'll tell you in a little bit, give you the right website, because if you search it up online, you could end up in a different place. Or so we want to make sure that you go to the right location. But most importantly, I want you to really understand how to get through the challenges, go through the process of all these opportunities, but most importantly, meet the right resource and the right connector who can get you there faster based on your location, so that you're not alone. And CJ already promised there's potentially an interview, there's potentially something out there for you. So it's just a matter of you making that commitment. Now, Miss CJ, I'm a huge fan of job fairs. That was like one of the biggest excitements of my previous sort of a title within this role in the past, because I got to go and talk to all the employers and then find out about opportunities. But I think a lot of people nowadays don't necessarily make that trip anymore. But what makes an in-person job fair more efficient, more effective than other postings online? And how can I really, really get back into those particular practices that perhaps sometimes are not explored as abundant as they used to before?
Yes, well, the most important factor is, last week on May 28th, we had a job fair event and we gave away gas gift cards. And yes, we gave out several gas gift cards. And I'm going to tell you why. Is because many job seekers said, I cannot afford to keep going from job interview to job interview because I don't know if you're going to truly hire me. Can we do it virtually? So many job seekers are saying, can I just have a virtual job interview because I can't afford to go from job to job? And I'm not even quite sure if you're going to offer me the job that day. So, one of the most important reasons why we have job fair events is because 50 to 80 employers are at our job fair event and they're interviewing on site. So, that's an opportunity for you to truly connect with employers and present your resume, find out what is the career path with their company, what training opportunities are available as well, because we also have training providers that are at our career fair events as well. As we know, we're talking about apprenticeships every day. It's even on television. Get into a skilled trades, get into an apprenticeship program. So not only do we have employers that are there to talk to you about the job opportunities and to interview you, but we also have schools that want to talk to you about training opportunities as well. So the reason why a job fair is more effective is because there are several employers in one environment. That means one trip, one gas trip. And that means that you have the opportunity for 6 hours to talk and also attend our seminars. We have resume writing seminars on site. We have LinkedIn writing seminars on site. We have banking seminars on site to how you can avoid bank scams with your direct deposits, things of that sort. So we try to make those 6 hours an event of information for the community.
Oh my God, Miss CJ, I just want to hop on the plane. Forget about you paying for my ticket. I just want to come to Michigan in one of those career fairs, because this is so incredible that you provide all of this in one stop, because you're so right. It has become, I think, a lot of our military connected members, it has played a toll in our confidence and in our, commitment to attend some of these activities, because you're right. You attend, you go, it's a whole day deal. For military spouses, you have to find childcare, you have to find a source of especially if you are a one vehicle individual, to attend some of these activities, and then to not walk away with a potential result. And the fact that you provide that, but also a follow up with potential trainings, apprenticeships, other things, gas. I think the only thing I would need now, and I'm just throwing it out there, will probably be food. If you feed me, then that would be the best thing ever. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. We do have snacks for job seekers.
There you go. Why wouldn't you, right? It's fantastic. I love it. Now, I want to know a little bit more about what type of companies, as I mentioned earlier today when we were getting ready for this, each community tends to be a little bit different. What works perhaps in the California area may not necessarily reflect the same way or approach in other communities. So in Michigan, you are very unique. And the fact that they have you as a greatest ally, what are some of those companies who should participate and support more military connected talent in Michigan and some of these job fairs that you need to support our community members?
Absolutely. So we are not limited by employers in any kind of way. We focus on manufacturing. We focus on your property management companies, your skilled trades companies. We also focus on your transportation and logistics companies. Healthcare. Healthcare is huge everywhere. We have lots of candidates that are coming to our career fair events that are looking for healthcare career opportunities. But we also work with the government. Thank goodness for Wayne County government, because Wayne County government is a participant in our career fair events, and they have several positions available not only in their jails but also on their roads as well, in their public works departments. And so a lot of the municipalities participate in our career fair events, and we are always partnered with the Michigan Army Air National Guard and also the Michigan Air Guard as well, excuse me, Army Guard as well, so that they can recruit candidates as well. But we have everything from your financial services companies to your sales companies, you name it. I could probably name about 50 companies right now that are hiring today that were just at our career fair event on May 28th.
But we need more. We need more variety because we want to make sure that we get a lot more talent who gets to go and experiences. But tell us a little bit more about your events that and how are these different? I mean, you already told us how they're different. You feed us, you give us gas to go, but also you make it a very military connected, result driven. So talk to us a little bit more about the June 25th. Thursday event that is coming up, and then all the things that you have on your site. And I'm sharing your screen right now.
Perfect. So we have career fair events every single month. So the next event is on Thursday, June 25th. It's going to be at the Radisson Hotel in Southfield, Michigan from 12 to 5. But you can always rely on us having either an in-person career fair event every month or multiple in-person career fair events. And we also have online career fair events as well. Hired in Michigan is also a school. We have another division. We are a post-secondary adult education training school. And so at our school, we offer resume writing courses. We offer LinkedIn resume writing courses. We offer a variety of different courses as well as educational programs as well. That's the other website. That's why it's the .com. And then we have the .org, which is for our nonprofit. But our career fair events, our career paths, we help you. If you're struggling to find employment, we invite you in to our training classes, our educational courses, which are partnered with Google Partners as well. And we help you to figure out what's going on with your resume, or maybe it's your LinkedIn profile, maybe it's your interview skills, maybe it's a lack of skills for a certain position. I just had a lady reach out to me this morning, literally, and she said, CJ, can you review my resume and tell me why I have not received a position? I've been applying everywhere. And I said, send me your 3 positions that you last applied for, and then send me your resume. We are the only AI powered online job fair platform that has an AI recruiter that analyzes the resumes of job seekers and tells them where they may be need to make changes for each position that they're applying for. So we use a lot of AI technology here, but we also use a lot of eyes and ears, and we listen to the candidate and we try to figure out exactly what their barriers are. And many people have barriers, not just in the military community, but also in the community period. They have barriers to employment. And so we try to figure out what those barriers are and how we can help them to overcome them. So we try to provide a variety of different resources, not just the career fair, but also what you need to help you get over the hurdle.
Wonderful. Thank you. Sounds like you're trying to tell me that I need to move to Michigan and work with you, and perhaps, again, network greatly at these networking events, because it sounds like it's really good. And those of you who are out there, struggling, or perhaps using AI out there, don't forget that it's always, always, always very much so good practice to always have a human connection run
Yes.
through your process. And so if CJ is facilitating some of this, and her team, this is wonderful for those of you who are over there in Michigan trying to get great opportunities to advance. I do want to share with you or ask you a little bit more about military spouses. Military spouses, perhaps, that may be looking or maybe a little bit more isolated in your community, in your area, and aware
Yes.
of these great resources. How does these events perhaps may be able to look for flexible or stable employment for them?
Well, not only are a lot of military spouses looking for in-person career opportunities, but we do have many employers that are looking for virtual, and they offer remote positions as well. And so, sometimes that is a concern of many military spouses if I have to leave again where I lose my employment. And a lot of companies are willing to either have you work remote or they're willing to transition you to another office location as maybe where you're going in your next transition. So we understand that there are several hurdles as well, but also too, a lot of times military spouses may not have an actual career field that they're in, and they're looking to identify what transferable skills do I have as a mom, what transferable skills do I have as a spouse? What transferable skills do I have from maybe a position that I held maybe 10 years ago? Where can I possibly find myself? And so we want to help you to overcome those hurdles so you can figure out what you're good at and what your next career goal will be.
Absolutely. And a lot of spouses actually nowadays also in individuals who maybe worked it remotely before, they just want a great career with a great employer that really makes it a welcoming
Yeah.
and honorable, situation for their military connected talent. But also they just want a good job where they can get good benefits. If that means going in person or hybrid, I'll go where it needs to go, right? So,
Absolutely.
and I think that we all think that all military spouses wants to work remotely, and that's not true. There's some people
No.
that need to get out there and be with people and be surrounded by other great communities. So, thank you for making that, facilitating all those great opportunities.
They're
Let's
not
take
just secretaries
okay.
either. They're not just
Yeah,
clerical, they're not just customer service, and they're
exactly.
not just women. When we hear spouse, we think a woman, but a spouse can also be a man as well. And so that gentleman may want to do truck driving, forklift operating. He may want to do customer service as well. We have to think outside of the box when we think about who a spouse is. A spouse can be on either side.
Absolutely. And there are some really great spouses, female, who also love blue collar
That's
work as
right.
well. So they very much so enjoy it, because when our husbands are gone, when they're deployed, or when we're just a one solo parent, we're a jack of all trades. We fix everything, we pack stuff, and we throw everything, and we handle things when we need to be handled. We prefer that somebody else does that, but we also, when the need arises, we also take care of that. So yeah, don't assume that these opportunities are only for female and all the remote. There's a blend of everything, and then Hired in Michigan has a little bit of everything for everybody. Plus, they have a lot more extra resources to support you behind the scenes to get you there.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to take some time right now to send some shout outs to members who are on our LinkedIn community. So let's take some members to send a hello to Alex over there at our friends at Lados. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Chris, for tuning in. Thank you, Beth, Nicole. Nicole, if you are looking for a job, please connect to CJ over in Higher Michigan. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Tim, for supporting as well. And then we'll go really quick to our Facebook group, really quick, without making it super, super. Oh gosh, I'm trying to identify here the members. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Heather. Thank you to Claire as well. Thank you, everyone who's tuning in for watching. Please post your comments, share a question, or when in doubt, please share it and pay it forward to your community. Don't keep it to yourself. If you know there's a transition service member, individuals looking for their next place to go. Thank you to Connie and all the way in San Diego. Thank you, Connie and MCRD, for tuning in, for sharing. Please tell your great people out there of great resources and connect. Even though you guys are coast to coast, there's always great members who are looking to transition and go back to their community or home. And so Hired in Michigan, it could be that place for them as well. So keep posting your comments. We'll, of course, review them later on as well and share with you more resources. And I want to be mindful of time because, oh my God, we're almost at hour. But I can just imagine what a great wealth of resources that is going to be. So for the July 25th career fair, let's go back to that one and tell me a little bit more. What can we expect on that and how can we prepare for that particular activity? Because I know that one is coming up soon. And that's precisely why I was so just incredibly honored that you accepted to come in earlier to our webinar because I wanted to know more about it. And so I have it here on the screen, and I want to make sure that everybody knows more. But what can we expect? How should we prepare for an event like this ahead of time if we have been a little bit out of the job searching game?
Absolutely. One of the things that you can do to prepare is to, log on to our website, upload your resume, and what we're going to do is we're going to review your resume for you ahead of time too. Right on this website that you're looking at right now, you can click on register and you can register for the career fair event. And if we see any imperfections in your resume, we see there's any changes or anything that should be done to your resume, we're going to send you a message and say, here's a website that you can go to that's absolutely free where you can upload your resume, make some changes, maybe add some things of that sort. So that's one of the things that you can do first to prepare for the career fair event. And the next thing that you can do is on the website where it says Michigan Job Search at the top.
Right here, folks.
You can apply for those jobs, those 496 jobs that I just mentioned right now. You can apply for those jobs ahead of time. And then what you can do is you can meet some of those employers and check every single day because every time there's a new employer that registers for the career fair event, they post their jobs on the website immediately. So you want to check the website every single day and you want to see what companies are going to be at the career fair event. And you want to apply not only on our website, but also apply in person. And it's just simply walking up, it's my elevator pitch. Hi, how are you doing today? I applied for your position on the Hired in Michigan website, and I'm here today at the job fair event to talk about how my skills match with the positions that I saw. And that's a really quick introduction that many job seekers can do. So get your resumes together. If you don't have a resume, that's okay because we have a company on site that can help you with your resume as well, and we can also help you ahead of time at our resume workshops that we have as well. But to prepare, get your 15-second elevator pitch together. Be prepared to have conversations and pack your patience because remember, one day is all you need to interview with multiple employers, and we're going to give you that chance live in person, same day job interviews.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for sharing those best practices. Now, for some of those maybe employers within our network, they may be thinking, well, I don't know, Michigan is too cold over there. And you are a native of Michigan, I imagine. So what should they know why Michigan is such a beautiful place?
Michigan is a great place because we're the workforce. They say we're the workforce capital. They say that we're the manufacturing workforce capital. They say we started the workforce segment in manufacturing. And so that being said, we have lots of people here that are looking for work right now. And this is the place for you to hire. Now, even for the companies that are out of the state of Michigan that are looking, we have lots of companies that are calling us for this, by the way, but even for the companies that are out of the state of Michigan that are recruiting and they're saying, I have relocation incentives. We work with many companies and organizations that are hiring outside of the state of Michigan as well. So we welcome them to participate in our career fair events. And if you're looking for people that are ready to start working right now, well, the community is right here and the community is ready to work for your company. And if you are in Michigan, well, you should be at the event on June 25th.
Okay, I'm packing my bags, Missy J, and I might see you there. Now, come on over. For the military connected job seekers, or maybe those it's still exploring, this is the time when a lot of people are PCSing, but others will be considering the next move of their transition. What should job seekers in Michigan should hear and should know about these type of resources that should take advantage?
They can give us a call. They can go to our website. They can sign up at any time to participate in any of the resources that we have available. But the number is right there, the 248-237-3600. If you have some questions about Michigan, if you're wondering about making that transition, maybe you need to see what are the hottest careers. We can provide you with information in regards to the hottest careers that are based upon the Department of Labor standards, but also based upon what's truly happening right here on the ground floor. Because when employers let us know what positions they have available, we require that they give us a number of job openings. So when I say I have 75 positions available, that's because the employer told me they have 75. When I say here that First Student has 350 job openings for school bus drivers right here in Michigan, I mean I need 350 school bus drivers today. It's right here. I need it right now.
Send me the bus and I'll drive it all the way over, and then I'll fill it up along the way to future Michiganians. I think we were talking about this, what to call Michigan great humans. But we're so glad to have had this time to connect you and to know more about the real jobs, real hiring, real opportunities at Hire in Michigan. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. We want to be mindful of your time. I know that you stepped it up to fill this time, and so incredibly thankful and grateful for your time. Thank you so much for joining us today. Any last words or call to action to our community who still be watching?
Absolutely, yes. So, as an MSEP partner, we are actually hiring for through MSEP as well. So,
Yeah,
we are going to be posting a job on MSEP, a couple jobs on MSEP. We actually need brand ambassadors, community outreach. So, what I'm doing right now, we need individuals that are going to be able to reach out to the employers in Michigan and talk about the great opportunities that they have available, and to get those employers to come on board and understand the importance of hiring individuals in the military community. So we have an opening for brand ambassadors for Hired in Michigan. Yes, come on. And this is also a part of it too. You're going to be doing these type of educational segments as well to educate the employers about hiring the individuals in the community. And again, I do have a very big passion for the parents that are traveling with our military families. As I am beginning to learn, there are so many parents that are going back to work as well. Your mom, my mom's, there are a lot of, your parents that are looking for work too. And so we want to make sure that we are explaining to employers that a military family may actually be able to fill all of the needs that your company has available in one family.
absolutely. And you just became one of my most favorite people because you're so right. My mom, when we were stationed in San Diego, lived with us, and she was instrumental in some of our transition and a bunch of other things behind the scenes. And not only her, but other families that I knew of. So thank you so much for making a very inclusive, hiring resource slash job opportunities for everyone in the military connected family. So we're so grateful to be connected with you and to look forward to any future opportunities that we can collaborate. So thank you so much for today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone, reach out to me. Please reach out to me. I love to work together with other organizations. You don't have to just be in Michigan as well. We really need to get people hired. And a lot of the employers that Hired in Michigan works with also have multiple locations as well. So, let's get people employed. That's our mission here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye.
Bye.